Hello everybody and welcome back to Football Manager 2023 with the Guiseley Youth Academy Only Challenge Save. And it's Season 2 and we've gone all the way forward to Youth Intake Day. And again, I've not seen this. I'll put on screen. Well, we'll dive into the game. Let's dive into the game. You get the nice fancy arrows going across the screen. Yes, we are 10th, mid-table. Well, above mid-table. It's not the Premier League. We are above mid-table in 10th, 60 points after 40 games. 16 wins, 12 draws, 12 losses. So doing pretty well. Same as Peterborough Sports. I mean, you can't ask for much more than that, can you? So it's been a pretty good ride up until this point. We had our flirting with the playoffs and then sort of flirting with the bottom of the playoffs and then crashing out of the playoffs and then stabilising, having a little crash again and then bringing it back up into this sort of 10th position. But never, well, I say never, once below mid-table. Only once have we been down to 13th, and it was for 1 week where we lost to Peterborough Sports, believe it or not, after I just praised them. Yeah, so I've just had something fly into my eye. This is live on camera. There you go. But yeah, and then a 2-0 win over Hitchin Town put us up, and then a 2-0 win over Blythe Spartans put us back up into 10th. So our chase of a potential playoff spot isn't over. 4 points off Darlington, 6 off Hemel Hempstead, 10 off Boston United. But I don't think we're really ready to get promoted or get even into the playoffs. So, because I think if we got into the playoffs and somehow fluked our way up into the Vanarama National League, the same thing would happen to us that's happened to FC United, who have come straight back down, losing 26 of their 40 games played so far. So we are going to get into the youth intake stuff, but there were some things I just wanted to touch on. Obviously, I've mentioned this before. In this save, what it's allowing me to do is dive further into the game with tactics, players, training, understanding coaching, staff, things like that. And something that I dived into was stats, and I've never really shown these in my videos before. So I went into team detailed stats and I was having a little look around, and there was a few things that jumped out at me that were spectacular. I mean, there's no other word for it. Expected goals over performance. We are top with our XGOP. So we are outperforming our expected goals by 36. I don't quite understand that. If we go into expected goals for, you'll find we are all the way down in 20th with 36.9 expected goals for. We have scored 73. So we are not creating amazing chances, but we're also putting them away. Basically, we're lucky. We are getting very lucky here. I mean, we are by far and away the number one team outperforming our XG. It's ridiculous. So 36.9 is what we should have scored. 73 is what we have scored in 40 matches, and we're having an overperformance of our XG of 36, which is just absolutely bonkers, especially when you think we're 10th in the table, right? We know we're 10th in the table. Goals for, we have scored the second most goals behind Chester, who are third. Yeah, which is amazing, right? 73 goals. Dave, you've got to be absolutely delighted about that. Well, I mean, I am, but if we go and have a look at goals conceded, wherever that... I mean, chances created is another one as well. 17th we are. 75 chances created in the league, and we've scored 73 goals. I don't know if it's a bug, but that feels absolutely ludicrous. It really does feel ludicrous. Again, shots per game. Where was that one? That was an interesting one I saw before as well. Shots per game. We're down in 18th. 10.45 shots a game. It's just... how have we got so many goals? It makes no sense. Conversion rate. We have a 17% conversion rate. We have the best conversion rate in the league. Our strikers are phenomenal. Our defence is really weak. And if I could find... I can't find it at the moment. Conceded. Goals conceded. Oh, yes. Relegation zone for goals conceded. 67 goals conceded. Expected goals against... 59.98. So, yeah, I mean, what this shows, right, is that our defence is so bad, we're getting bailed out by our strikers. But anyway, yeah, I just thought high intensity sprints, top. 4,171. We're getting them when we're doing that low block and that high, a little bit of pressing in the low block. And when they get into our half, basically we're like bang, 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 high intensity sprints and things like that. We actually were top 4 interceptions, I think it was as well. Although, high intensity sprints comes under attacking. So we're actually doing lots of sprinting when we're going forward. It was like interceptions. Yes, interceptions were at 1,575, which I think is a lot. I think that's a lot of interceptions. Obviously, it's not too many when you compare us to Southport and Telford. But Telford, second in interceptions, but 21st in the league table. So interceptions don't relate to good positioning and results, I guess. Penalties conceded. Yep, we are, joint the second worst team, 12. Again, just goes to show how much our defence is being bailed out by our strikers. So tackles 1, we're near the bottom again, 557. So yeah, we're struggling. We're struggling defensively. We're doing really well attacking-wise, and we'll go into that in a moment. But I'm hoping in our youth intake this year, we get a good centre-back. The chances of that happening are very slim. On the screen now, as a screenshot, will be what the youth preview was, because obviously we've gone past that day. So you can see in there a few bits of A's. A C rating for centre-backs is not ideal. And we've got quite a lot of potential people coming through in the attacking positions, which ideally we don't need. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. So there is only one more thing to do, and that is to go and have a look at the youth intake. And then after that, we'll come back in and we'll have a quick look at who's performing well in the squad. But yeah, I feel like we've got to dive into it, right? So here we go. Guiseley announced the new intake of youth players. Ladies and gentlemen, drum roll please. I wish I had a drum roll in my sound effects. I wish I had some sound effects. Here we go. Guiseley announced new youth of intake players. We have... Okay, right. An excellent intake. At first look, this appears to be a terrific group of players and has potential to be a real golden generation for the club. So 2 centre-backs are apparently in. 1 left-back, 1 right-back, a holding midfielder, 2 central midfielders, 1 goalkeeper, 3 strikers. We could be going to a 2 up-front formation again. AML, AMC and AMR, MRL and MR and ML as well. Right. Okay. Should we start at the top or should we start at the bottom? We've got elite. We've got top. We've got good. We have someone from Chinese Taipei, which I automatically already love. Are there any other nationalities we've got in here? No, all English, other than Li Chai Wan, the midfield centre from Chinese Taipei. So we'll start at the bottom. We're going to start with our Chinese Taipeian, 15 years old, really doesn't look very good, very aggressive, and... yeah, I mean, do we have to give... I guess it makes sense to give everyone a contract just to fill out the youth team and actually get some youth team playing. But an exciting young prospect. I'm not sure I quite agree with that assessment. No traits. Central midfield, attacking midfielder is what he actually prefers to play as. He's just very aggressive and not very determined. I don't think that's quite a good mix. But there he is, Li Chi Yuan. Is there as well. Right, going all the way back to the bottom. Then Chaz Emerton, striker, half a star. Very determined, good teamwork. That's all right. No pace. Pace. We need pace in this intake. Oh, my God, we need pace. We didn't get any pace in the last one. Passing's not too bad. Finishing 3, strength 4, off the ball 7. Okay, he needs a bit of work, but yeah, Chaz Emerton can probably do a job in the youth team. John Davidson, right back, half a star currently. No pace, a good bit of fitness, technique is good, tackling's okay, crossing's poor. Yeah, it's not... I mean, I'm glad we've started at the bottom. Imagine ending on these. I'm glad we've started at the bottom. Actually, much, much better. Yeah, okay, not much to write home about John Davidson. Nice beard that he's got, though. Okay, into the top talents now. Oh, we do have a Welshman, I missed that. Top talents, Sam Belt, half a star now, but potentially 4-star in this one. Okay, he's quick off the mark. Acceleration is decent. Fitness is okay. Balance is good. Natural finish is very good, sorry. Balance is very good. Jumping reach is low. Stamina low. Strength low. 5'9". Flair's up there. Work rate is dreadful. Determination is dreadful. Finishing is dreadful. Now, I already know that his determination and his work rate means he's not going to train very hard and therefore he's not going to progress. So, Sam Belt, looked like you, with those physicals, it looks like you could have done something, but your mental attributes are sort of letting you down a little bit, Sam Belt. That's a little bit annoying, isn't it? Right, the Welsh wizard, midfield left. Malcolm Waters. Malcolm Waters. Again, half a star. No pace. No pace. Stop giving me wingers without pace. Teamwork, 16. Work rate, 11. Determination, 3. Looks for pass rather than attempting to score. Low determination is his personality. You, my sir, are going nowhere in your career. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, next up, Callum Monk, centre-back. This is the one. This is the one that we need to be good. I'm just looking to see if our other centre-back... Okay, so Lewis Salt is the other person that can play centre-back in this group. So Callum Monk, centre-back. 1 star current ability, up to 3.5 stars potential. Callum Monk's... What do I want? What do I want him to be? What do I want him to be? I want him to be tall. I want him to be strong. I'm not sure if I'm too worried about pace because we sit in such a defensive shape at the moment that I think he might be able to get away as long as he can tackle and he can head the ball. Come on, Callum. What have you got for me? Okay, he's very fit. 6 foot. Brave. He's aggressive. He can jump. He's got good positioning. He's got all right tackling. Heading's a bit low. Okay, I think... Okay, work rate 4. Determination 5. Unambitious. Oh, game. You tease me. You tease me. I thought we may have... Strength 4. I thought we may have had someone there that could have stepped into the team. He probably will get some game time. Runs with the ball rarely. Yes. Lovely stuff. Callum Monk's, other than that, it's... Yeah, okay, we need to get better. Bright Hassan, which is a great name. 1 star, 4 star potential. Left back. Pace 5, acceleration 6, anticipation 5. But tackling's good, technique's okay, marking, passing, crossing's low. Pace is poor, stamina's poor. 6'4". Hello. 6'4". Great jumping reach. Can tackle. Can sort of mark, can sort of head. Needs to get his strength up and his concentration and his positioning. You, my friend, are going to be a centre-back, Bright Hassan. You are going to be a centre-back and you're going to be in and amongst the first team. Curls the ball and does not dive into tackles. That will help our low block, not diving into tackles. Okay. Looking a bit better. Michael Babayaro, great name. Left back, similar to Celestine Babayaro. Can tackle. If he was a bit taller, I'd say centre-back. But, yeah, okay. Can't cross. Acceleration 8, pace 7, determination 3, unambitious again, aggression, anticipation, bravery. Okay, potentially he'll get some game time. I don't think he will. I think we've got better players in that position right now. But we'll have to wait and see. His physicals just look so poor for a left back. But 15 years old, Michael Babayaro. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Axel, bloody hell. Alex Weather. I mean, it'd be better if it was Axel. Alex Weatherall, half a star right now, 4 star potential. Midfield right. Pace 8. Acceleration 6. Teamwork 13. Work rate 15. Off the ball 6. Really, he is screaming out to me forever in the under 18s until we release him on a free. Poor old Alex. Oakley Anakin. It is Anakin, just with a double N. Goalkeeper. A position we definitely don't need, but a position that's always useful to have. Good handling. He loves to punch. We're bringing through a lot of goalkeepers that love to punch. Aerial reach, communication, reflexes are okay. Yeah, he's not... 6'4" is good. He's not really going to get in and amongst our first team like this season, but maybe in the future. Maybe there is a little bit of room to grow there. There's a few things jumping out at me that look good about him, actually. Yeah, Oakley Anakin. Maybe one to keep an eye on. Right, this is the one we've all been waiting for then. Into the elite talents from the Guiseley pool of players in 2025. John Johnson. Great name. Attacking midfield left, attacking midfield centre and striker. 2-star current ability. Potential 5-star current 5-star potential ability. Potential 5-star potential ability. 5-star potential ability. I'm expecting something good because him, John Johnson and Wayne Harper are both 2-star current abilities. They are the best players right now that have come through this youth intake. So John Johnson, no pressure. What you got for me? Yes. He's looking... I mean, maybe the inhale of breath was a bit too much, but he has pace 13, fitness 12, agility 13, acceleration 14. He is a winger with pace that can run. Yes, runs with ball down the left, places his shots. doesn't want to do anything near the right wing. So he is an out-and-out winger, something slightly different to what we've been using recently. Could also play up front, but finishing 7, I think, lets him down. The pace would be pretty good up front. But yes, a winger with pace. He will be going into the first team. That is a given. Lovely stuff. The youth academy coming up. Good determination, 16 as well. So he'll train reasonably, although work rate's pretty low. But yes, happy with John Johnson. An amazing name and quite a good youngster as well. John Johnson will be coming up to the first team for sure. Elliot Darkin on the other ring, attacking midfielder right, 1.5 star right now, 5-star potential ability. Elliot Darkin, a bit more pace again, 11 and 12, left-footed actually, so an inverted winger. Again, something I think dives into tackles. Why have we got that all the time again? But yeah, something I think we can potentially work with. Determination's a little bit low, but work rate's okay with 11. Yeah, probably got a red card in him on a 16. It's a shame we don't need wingers right now, but always happy to have youngsters coming through. Right. Lewis Salt, I mean, holding midfielder is another position we do need depth in because we're going to be losing one of them at the end of the season because he's just old. So we need a youngster to step in. Lewis Salt, 1.5 current ability, 5-star potential ability. Lewis Salt, all right. Okay, I mean, he's not quick, but I don't think dives into tackles, for God's sake. He's very brave, composure's good on the ball, determination's good, teamwork's good, can shoot from range, bloody hell. First touch 11, passing 7, tackling 5. So he is more of a playmaking rather than a destructive holding midfielder in there. It'll be interesting to see how he compares to Nate Ampadu, who's also a bit of a holding midfielder. Again, could train him up as an option at centre-back, but 5'7", and the fact he can't jump really puts me off. So I think we'll be looking more towards holding midfield and central midfield, but Lewis Salt doesn't look too bad. I think I will try and train him off diving into tackles, though. Right. Striker, Bob Holt. 1.5 current ability, 5-star potential ability. Bob Holt is very, very athletic. Natural fitness 16. First touch 11. Finishing 7. Passing 11. Off the ball 11. Flair 11. Yeah, okay. All right. There's something I think we could do here. Strength 5. He's only 5'9". Again, if we can have some game time in the under 18s, he may progress into something decent. Determination 10 is okay. Teamwork 9. Work rate 8. I mean, he's not got the pace to get in behind. Deep lying forward is probably what I'd suggest. Give him a few chances, get him to hold the ball up and pass it around. Yeah, okay. I don't think he's going to be challenging Jake Cassidy and Adam Hoare anytime soon, but Bob Holt is okay. Joe Gibbons, midfield centre, who'll be competing with Wayne Harper. But Joe Gibbons, 1-star right now, 5-star potential, midfield centre. Joe Gibbons, I mean, I'm drawn straight away. Determination 5, work rate 4. I just sort of think for a midfielder, you need to have more work rate than 4. Stamina 5, strength 3, acceleration 3. The first touch looks so good. First touch 14, passing 8, technique 14, flair 14. Shoots from distance. I don't think so, mate. You got long shots 3. Okay, I mean, Joe Gibbons is, I don't want to put him down straight away, but you're a bit of a disappointment according that you're second in the list. I should have organised by star order, but here we go. Right. Whisper it quietly. This could be a so-called golden generation with Wayne Harper, the diamond, in a very strong group of players. Wayne Harper has been singled out. Signalled? No. Singled out. Midfield centre, Wayne Harper, 2-star current ability, 5-star potential. Wayne Harper is the one I was most excited about. We've left until last. All right. Okay. It's all right. First touch 14, technique 11, work rate, teamwork, positioning, decisions, determination's a bit low, flair, natural fitness, can't really run very quickly, is really short at 5'6", and passing really needs to be improved. But there's something there in Wayne Harper. Is he the best one? Is Wayne Harper the best? I'm leaning towards John Johnson being the best of that group. But maybe I'm just, being a bit biased because he's got loads of pace and we haven't got any pace in our current youth crop. Well, Wayne Harper then is apparently the diamond in the rough. It probably means he does have the best potential going forward, but 5'6". in the centre of midfield in a league where you've basically got to win a lot of headers that come your way, is probably not going to be his sort of game. But there you go. The youth academy is filled. They're in. They're all going to get contracts. They're all going to. Even little Lin Chai Huan, he's going to get a contract. The aggressive guy from Chinese Taipei, 15 years old. He might be aggressive because he's left home at such a young age. I mean, where was he born? He's born in Lincao, Chinese Taipei. How the hell has he ended up here? Favoured personnel. Give him a contract. I'm his favoured personnel. Thank you very much. So John Beale also favoured. Scott Agnew as a coach is also favoured, as is Scott Gallagher, the under-18s coach as well, who looks pretty dreadful, to be honest. But there you go. So there we go. The youth academy players are in. They'll all get a little note. I've got to make sure I remember to do that. I'll probably do that straight after this video. I was thinking about having a bit of a game in this video, but I don't think we're going to get time because I wanted to go through some club stats so we could have a look at how the youngsters are getting on. So if we sort by age, let's just clear the squad so that we don't have anyone highlighted. So you can see, Louis Borchelt, 9 appearances, 6 as a sub, which I think is really, really good for him. Nate Ampadu has been stepping up recently, 16 starting appearances, 5 as a substitute for him. Lots of his attributes going in the right direction in terms of up. He is trained now to be accomplished at a centre-back, so it does give us another option. 6 foot. Heading's weak, but he's very good at tackling, which is good because he dives into him. He did get a red card early on in his career for Guiseley, but seems to be doing pretty well, training well, playing a few games here and there, 6.83, 19 appearances in the league. So you can see we're already in a position where we have to blood these youngsters in. Colby Slooves is here as well, but he hasn't played for the first team in the league yet. Joby McKenzie has been a bit part substitute for us since scoring the wonder goal last season and putting his name in the record books. But yeah, he's actually made 15 appearances in the league at 6.5. He's 12 of those appearances have been substitute appearances. So we haven't seen the best of Joby McKenzie. But I'm excited to see how much he can progress as we move through the save. Luke Rowe, 6 appearances, all as a substitute. Shane Tarmy, 5. The main one, though, Harry Jordan, the right back, how we've been playing him. It's a really, really, really interesting one, this, because he has had so much game time, but he really hasn't improved. He's gone up to a 2-star. I think it was 1.5 when he joined. I only put his potential down, didn't I? But yeah, he's an attacking fullback. He's okay. He's poor technically. He's poor mentally. He's pretty good for what he needs to do physically, other than his pace. But I don't know if we've overplayed him in this first season, and therefore he hasn't been able to progress as much as I'd like. But I thought giving him a lot of football would have made him better. But evidently that might not be the case. But 33 appearances, 2 goals, 3 assists, a 6.63. He'll likely be our starting right back or right wing back, whatever formation we go with next season as well. He is sort of in there with Paul Byrne. So Paul Byrne, where we've been playing 3 at the back to try and shore us up a little bit, hasn't helped as we went through the stats earlier, but he's got a lot of game time, unambitious, although he's got really high determination. Still dives into tackles. We haven't managed to train that out of him yet. But he's also not surprised the team is doing so well under Dave Nichols' management. Well, thank you very much, Paul. Tackling's going up, though. Dribbling's going up for some reason. Heading is still the same. Jumping reach is low. He's only 5'11", but a good amount of appearances. 38 appearances so far. 1 goal, 3 assists, and a 6.75. So he has been getting plenty of game time this season. Are there any big standouts? Charles Suleiman, the Dion Dublin centre-back, midfielder, centre-forward, hasn't really been improving. He's got games here and there, 17 appearances, no goals, no assists, but a 6.72. Again, a number of those are as substitutes. I'd probably say the majority of those are as substitutes. Yeah, 13 appearances off the bench. The goalkeeper's had 3 appearances as well. He's not been doing too badly when called upon, but they are the main antagonists of the youngsters that we've had in. A couple of the youngsters have been sort of left by the wayside in the under-18. So Stephen Byrne, who is very highly recommended, 3.5 star in the youth intake. I think he was an elite, but I know top prospect. The note said it there, didn't he? But yeah, he's done absolutely nothing and not even really playing very well in the under-18s. Ivan Berry, I think he got one appearance for us. Yeah, as a substitute, came on when Charles Suleiman was injured, but 6'2", not playing brilliantly for the under-18s, probably going to struggle to get in. He was, a top youth intake with 4-star or 5-star potential when he came in. And Paul McGovern, the goalkeeper, who was always going to struggle because he was part of the same youth intake that had an amazing young Hungarian goalkeeper in it. And we've also got Trineri, who is just a very good goalkeeper. He came in with a 4-star potential. That's now dropped to, 3.5. So as we're getting more youngsters through, a lot of these potentials are changing. Hence why I'm making the notes that say what they came in as, which I'm going to do with the current intake as well. So all in all, it's been going very well. The games have been good. A quick jump into the schedule shows that there's plenty of red dotted in with the green and the yellow, and we're on a little bit of a run. The January, sort of December, Christmas period meant we had to start mixing up formations a little bit because of injuries and fatigue and stuff like that, where we were playing Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Thursday, Sunday. There was a very fun time. Losing the Saturday game, drawing the Thursday game, winning the Sunday game, which was always good fun. And then again, we're getting into a busier period here, where we've been mixing it up with a bit of a 4-3-3, 5-3-2, 4-3-3, 4-3-3. So, we're sort of managing it as it goes. But if I was to hover over every single one of these, you'd see here that we've been mixing it up and trying to close games out by going to a 5 at the back formation when we're leading. In this one, we went to the 5-3-2, back to the 4-3-3. And, we're just trying to manage the team as best we can. Generally, though, the youngsters are doing well for how bad they are. My worry is that when or if our strikers stop scoring goals, we're going to be in a lot of trouble because you can see here 34 goals for Jake Cassidy this season, who has just been spectacular. 26 and 36 for him, 34 in all competitions. But again, he's 32. We use him as a target man, so he doesn't need to be quick, but he is slowly dropping off in terms of attributes. I mean, at 32, who can blame him? He's played nearly every single game for us for the last 2 seasons. Adam Hoare is there. Luckily, Adam Hoare's got a lot of potential growth as well at 23 years old. A very different striker to Cassidy, but is scoring a number of good and important goals for us. 17 and 35 in the league this year. So not matching his numbers from last year, but I would probably argue that Cassidy's become a bit more of the main man this year. It's less of a 2 up front. Sometimes we've got 1 up front. Things like that. And then after that, you go down to Kazim from right wing, who's been getting the goals, 13 and 35 for him. I think it's his little bit of pace that gets him into a lot of opportunities, but he's been doing all right as well. And then you drop down into 6, 4, 4, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and there's a lot of people that have not scored for us at all. Assist-wise, Andy Kellett is doing very well. He's sort of actually playing as an advanced playmaker in here with his passing 10, but again, getting a little bit older. Attributes starting to drop off a little bit. It's interesting to see how he's going to do next season as well. And then Adam Hoare is up there as well. Jake Cassidy with assists. Chippendale's up there. He's our free kick taker, so he's got a few assists from free kicks and stuff like that. 28 years old, but again, really not improving anymore. A fringe player. We're going to have to start looking to bring in youngsters to replace him as well. And I think this is the crossover period of the save where you get to that point where your older players who you inherited when you took over start to lose a bit of pace and fitness, and attribute wise they drop off a little bit, and then your youngsters are coming through but they've not quite matured enough to know how good they're actually going to be, and you're sort of chucking them in the deep end, and you're getting the results that we are at the moment, where we are literally being bailed out by our older statesman in Jake Cassidy, who's coming to the end of his career, and Adam Hoare, who is going to be here and potentially might be sold or might not want a new contract coming into the near future. So it's interesting. We're trying to get everyone settled into contracts as much as we can. I think next season is probably going to be the hardest potentially. It's very hard to determine. Those of you that have experience with this, what sort of age should I be expecting the likes of Victor Havesi, who's now 2-star current ability and a 5-star potential? When should he be peaking? He's 17 years old, but when will he be in a position to challenge the likes of Trineri for starting goalkeeper? I have no idea. I have no idea what sort of pace this current ability can catch up at the potential ability. I just don't know. So I'm always open to hints and help and constructive feedback and things like that in the comment section. So yeah, let me know. We will leave it there. We'll be back for the last game of the season, which all should be a dead rubber. We're pretty much safe from relegation now, and we're probably not going to reach the playoffs, so it'll probably be a bit of a dead rubber. But yeah, I thank you so much for watching again. Please do leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Really appreciate all the comments. It's been really good seeing them fly in for this series. It's actually gone probably a lot better than I thought it would. I thought it would be maybe put a lot of people off, but no, it's been really good. So thank you very much. I hope you're all enjoying the World Cup so far. The football has been very interesting if it's distracted from the off-the-field stuff in the World Cup, which is awesome. But yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. For now, I'm out. Cheers.